Hello and welcome to the program. I am Suren. Here is an unusual meditation for you. Make yourselves comfortable now. Breathe deeply and settle down. Let every part of your body relax. We will be starting an unusual meditation. I need you to let go. Let yourself go as you listen to my voice. You are becoming very light and not feeling any part of your body anymore. That is how it should be. You are starting to drift. Remember, your mind is controlling the way you move into any direction, side to side, up or down, forward or backwards, everything. Remember also that with your meditation, your mind is the only one that controls everything, the way you move, the way you think, the way you visualize, and also feel the weightlessness. This weightlessness is so enjoyable. You can have real fun doing it. Now, we are beginning to drift out through a big window, as you can see. If you have chosen the door, that is okay also. And heading towards next door's garden. Look at the flowers. And the wind is a little strong, so please try to hold each other's hands in that state and float along at the height of the hedge. And feel the wind is brushing your face and running through your hair. Can you? Well done. Suddenly you may feel something rather wet in your face. But surprisingly, it is not rain. So, what can it be? Well, there are children ahead of us and are playing and frolicking and happy. One of them, it seems, is blowing bubbles, which are wafting among us, and you feel them. We wonder and watch how big a bubble can the little boy make. When I ask him, he answers me with, "I will do my best to make a very big one for you." How does he continue blowing and blowing, as you can see? And with each breath, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And at the end, he is out of breath. What a boy. And we'll go and see the big bubble now. And it feels as if it is alive with many rainbow colors all around it. Now it's not looking very watery, but a very fragile thing. It has become as solid as glass now, right in front of us. What magic is that, you say? Can you see it? Can you feel it? And interestingly, I see a little opening on one side of it, like a door. How about if we imagine of going in through that opening or the door, and that opening closes behind us? This must be a very magical bubble. Don't you think so? It is almost like a spacecraft that we hear so much about it these days. Once upon a time it has been laughed at. Today we can easily talk about it. Nothing in here can be found, just an empty space inside. There must be a very good reason for this emptiness. For without distractions, you can truly unwind. Let your worries, your problems, your emotions, and pains go out of your systems. Let them go. You can, if you like, shout your head off in here, if you like. Scream, cry, or laugh, if you're well. Please let all your emotions leave you and your space. For we are now going into a higher space in a higher room. To go to it, we must make sure that we don't take anything of old worries with us. All the worries belong to this world, where we don't need to be a part of and experiencing all of them. Just above, can you see the center of the ceiling? There is yet another hatchway. Can you see it? You will go to it and gradually make your way through. This second one, the bubble, is like a lounge room and is again empty. But it feels somewhat warmer and really inviting you in. Interestingly, you are able to move around its interior in that vast space with no restrictions. Here you can hurt no one, not yourself or anyone else. Now, we will move onto the third floor. Again, there is a hatchway in the ceiling through which we gently pass. How does it feel? How beautiful is that in here? We can see the sun shining through the walls, radiating and displaying the colors that lighten every curved corner. It is not that is caressing and healing our bodies. Only. Just imagine. There are plenty of cushions, like feather-like, all around you. So you may sit or even lie down, if you like it. Can you consciously relax? In fact, you are now totally relaxed. Look around you. Feel the warmth of the colors filling your heart with love that you too feel here. You are feeling that your loved ones are here too, with you. And your gatekeepers, or guardians if you like, are helping you and them. Can you see them? And if you don't, it does not matter. All I can tell you is that they are talking to you. And I feel that you can hear them. I will leave you for a short while. You are with your friends, whilst you are with your friends now. And now, I want you to gather your thoughts, readying for the journey back. Don't think you are leaving your family and your friends behind. They will come with you, as they always do anyway. And they can help you as much as they can. Therefore, how did you get up from your cushions? It's a good question to look for a way out. There are 3 choices. And I observe 1, steep steps. 2, a fireman's pole. 3, a helter-skelter. Look, that was a 4th way. Just a gentle slide down, which we can gracefully glide in, still absorbing the colors shining through the walls of the bottom. As we reach the bottom, the door or opening opens again, and you now can feel the wind on your face, which might be sending shivers down your spine. That can happen. Once more, you are floating over the hedges, but there is no sign of the little bubble anymore, and the boy is gone home. You are now coming back through the bay window. So mind your head. Again. Now you can sit down once more in our gathering room. Wriggle your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms and legs, if you like. Turn your head and neck. Now, you can open your eyes, and we can all discuss our journey and experiences we just had. You are fully coordinated. Welcome to Earth. If you have already enjoyed the first meditation during this session, I would suggest to leave this next one for a different time. Although it is not a problem to continue. Meditating with this new episode. Today, like many other people who conduct meditations, I too would like to invite you to visit an old village with me. Are you feeling at ease with yourself? Is your mind free from irritating distractions of life? Well done. Then we can begin our cheerful excursion together. First of all, we will pay a fairly quick visit to the healing house, as we frequently do anyway. As ever, we find a warm welcome. The doors are opened by the smiling, kept maiden, like last time. As we go up to the library, perhaps to borrow a book or two, and then go on, each into our private healing rooms. Remember? Using the key that is always in our pocket to unlock the cupboard and take out the jar of medicine. That is, if any one of us need them. When you have rested a while, we will foregather in the garden and take a walk, exploring this time the lane beyond the house. It is a very old way, not as wide as roads are today, as you know, but wide enough, in places anyway, for at least 2 carts to pass. And the wind is like silk on your face, sometimes bringing tears to your eyes, although it also makes you feel good, as if you are on top of the world. Brilliant. Tall grasses on the verges have grown very tall this time round, but topped up by the foxgloves, within whose is pink trumpets. Bees, well, bless them, are busy helping themselves to nectar. At the same time, they are doing the good work for pollinating the flowers. Closer to earth, the wild strawberries lift their white flowers, which will soon evolve into good red fruit. And the silence is sweetened by the whirring of grasshoppers and the occasional singing of the birds, as you sometimes hear in this environment. So, as you can see, we have been strolling for some time now. and we see a small village. It is the sort of place that has remained undisturbed for centuries, as if time has passed it by, like some of the European cities. Coming closer, we hear again children laughing, frolicking, and shouting in the school playground. It is not a very big school, I can see, but is strongly built and has a tower which houses the school bell. It rings out from time to time, and suddenly all is so quiet as the children troop back inside. We find ourselves in the marketplace, or shall we say, maybe a small market square, where we can seat ourselves on this stone bench, looking at the central fountain, its water falling into a basin to which is chained a metal cup, or a bowl, if you like, from which all may drink. Nearby is a stone trough where animals also can quench their thirst. Through the door of the pub, just opposite, we can hear the village choir practicing in the strum of a piano. Do you recognize the hymn they are singing? Before we move on, take a drink from the cup. Feeling revitalized, we continue along the cobbled street. There is no traffic, as you can see. The road is terraced to make the gradual descent easier. As we pass the chapel, we see crowds gathering. Can you make out if it is a wedding, or perhaps a christening, or funeral people are coming to attend? Cuddling close to the chapel, the chicks around the hen are cottages solidly built with yardstick stone walls and heavily thatched. There is no pavement. Some open straight onto the street. Others have small front gardens. In all of them, roses are dominant. I see one that is what we call, or what I know as, sunset orange. Each petal edged with red. Does any rose in here, in particular, catch your eye? All the cottages have well-tended window boxes and hanging baskets. And some of the doorways, old people are sitting and greeting us as we pass. Do you recognize any of them? I did recognize one or two. Sweethearts, I must see them again. Having passed the time of day with these neighbors, we come to a little row of shops, each displaying a painted sign or an emblem to show people what their trade might be. Here is the post office. The chemist whose window boasts of huge bulbous glass jars full of colored water. The baker sending out a tempting yeasty aroma. The grocer whom we glimpse weighing sugar and tipping it into conical blue bags. Can you see that? The barber has tipped a basin over the head of a small boy. Look at that. And is snipping away at his locks. The cobbler is busy in his window, the light falling up on his lust as he taps away at a boot. The tailor can be seen stitching away at his treadle machine, as they called. Butcher, baker, yes, candlestick maker. Which of these craftsmen, working so satisfyingly and tirelessly with their hands, attracts you most? Do you recognize any of them? Do you wish you were one of them? Living back in a slower world? Or do you prefer life with the advantages of advanced technology? Too aged though this may be. Further down the street, we hear sounds of very heavy hammering and the changing of metal. This is coming from the old smithy, the blacksmith, who is forging new shoes for his customers' horses. After shaping them, he plunges them red hot into cold water, which of course hisses and spurts. We listen to the fuss as it cools down. After watching the farrier at work and standing in the beat of his fire, we can do with another drink. Almost opposite is a small tea garden. I have been here before. Its gate and palings are freshly painted white. Over the gate is an arch. See? Smothered in a pale pink. Climbing rose. The flower beds are a rite of color, filled with old favorites. Pansies, sweet williams, marigolds, and many more. Our table is spread with a snowy cloth and white china. Presently, a smiling lady brings our refreshments. Thank you. Do you recognize her? Soon it is going to be time to continue our journey along the country road. Now there is only one, an occasionally lonely house, just as at the beginning of our walk. we melt into the peace and stillness that is around us until we are ready to rub our eyes and gradually know that we are back home, sitting in a circle, maybe, in our own chairs. I say, welcome back to your own time, without a worry in the world. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. We shall meet again by the next episode. Until then, keep smiling and be happy. Thank you.